him. She even made a video and sent him a video like, "Yo, Sierra, like, talk to your man, like, come down here." Like, I don't know, that's low key tampering, but
yeah, but I don't.
as
Me
far
neither.
as
Let me get into it. Let me hold up and spark it. Be in the Clippers fan. Can I
go ahead,
spark
go ahead,
it?
go ahead.
Can I spark it?
All the way. That's all the way. That's Troy's man. Look at Troy.
Let's talk about it.
Alright, y'all. Welcome to episode 2 of the Three Amibros. It's your boy Lou, Troy Way Better, and EG. How was y'all week, man? How we feeling today?
We here, bro. We here. We made it in another week. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. We blessed, black, and highly favored. Y'all can call me E. Y'all can call me G. Just don't call me straight. Just don't call me late for breakfast. Yes, sir. Don't call me late for breakfast.
Don't call it late for breakfast. I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
who's inviting him for breakfast? Like, that's what I want to know.
Don't call me late for breakfast, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm never gonna be late. Bro.
Anyways.
Pardon me, bro. I didn't eat all day. I'm gonna slowly be eating throughout the episode. I ain't eat all day. But let's get straight into it.
Let's get straight into these. Let's get straight into these, man. All right, so with the major max contract that Dak Prescott just signed, Russ Wilson is no longer going to be rumored to go to Dallas. So that big question mark about whether he's going to go to Dallas, where do we see him landing? Is he going to stay in Seattle or is he going to go somewhere like New Orleans? What we guys got? What we got?
All right, Troy,
Dallas was never realistic, bro. Like, Dallas was never a realistic possibility, bro. It was
fun though. It was fun. I didn't think it was realistic either.
I agree with you. It wasn't a realistic destination.
I think they were always locked in on Dak, bro.
I believe that as well. It wasn't a question. It wasn't a question of when. It was a question of a number. That's really what it came down
to. First of all, can we give a round of applause to my son Dak? We might as well. I'm saying just slide this up there.
Congratulations!
Give a round of applause to my son Dak.
I mean,
my boy got
$66 million signing bonus, $126 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed 160. We know NFL numbers are different, but Dak been through a lot, bro. As you can see, I'm repping my gang all day. Philly gang, peas up, all that.
You kind of knocked him a little bit last episode.
No. I'm happy for Dak. Like the person, you know what I'm saying, his mom died a couple of years ago. His brother committed suicide. Like it's about to be a year. On top of that nasty injury, that's a lot for any human being, especially a black man. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. I'm happy for Dak, the person. Dak, the Cowboys quarterback is different. The Cowboys quarterback is different. How I feel about it, but Dak as a black man, I'm happy for him. He got his money. He was a third rounder. He worked his way up. I mean, they still, you know what I'm saying, 126 guaranteed, 4 years. That's like 31 million. Don't tell nobody, but that's 31 a year. But he gonna get his money because he gonna get extended and all that. But you know what I'm saying, I'm just happy for Dak, man.
He got it in that signing.
Yeah, 66 million. 66 million sign. The richest signing bonus ever for a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now he got it. And back to the Russ question.
Go ahead.
Back to the Russ.
Where do you see him landing? If he's to leave Seattle, if they're to trade him, where do you see him going?
Honestly, I don't think he's leaving Seattle. But if he does, I see him going to the Bears.
The Bears?
Because the Bears, so far, it seems like the most desperate team for a quarterback. They know Trubisky not it. I feel like they're only going to keep Trubisky if they really have to, if they can't find nothing else. But I see him going to the Bears. Matt Nagy offense, like I said, he come from the Andy Reid tree, the Eric Bieniemys, the Doug Peterson. My nigga Doug Peterson. I ain't going to get it to that. But Doug Peterson, anyone from the Andy Reid tree, bro, he come from there. He knows how to create space. Russ is just a god, bro. Russ, to me, is maybe the best quarterback in the league, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yes.
What you think, Troy?
What do you think, Troy?
But I think the Bears too. I think he's locked in. He's been focused on a big market for a while now. So I think
Chicago will be a good look for him. I'm not gonna lie to you. And
I feel like he expanded Seattle's market, if anything.
Yeah, he really did.
Really, that's a whole fact. But
I mean, I
don't see
see,
the
I
Bulls.
can see Chicago. I see Chicago. I also see New Orleans. And the reason why I see New Orleans is one because New Orleans wants him. And if Drew Brees doesn't come back, do you really put your faith all behind Taysom Hill, or even if you bring Jameis back, Russell Wilson is the clear better quarterback than them too. And if you want to move forward in New Orleans with what they have right now, I would love to bring in Russ. Why not? I would shoot for the stars with Russ.
That's a
But
fact.
that's
But I
me.
don't
That's
think
me if I'm the New Orleans GM and New Orleans wants him. You had the mayor go on and tweet about him. She even made a video and sent him a
sure she
video
did.
like, yo, Sierra, like talk to your man, like come down here.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, that's low key tampering, but
Yeah, but I don't think he said it's low key tampering. I don't think Drew Brees going anywhere. That man
I
working
don't
out
think
like a
yeah,
warrior. He's not
I
working
think
out.
Drew Brees,
He's
In the
not working
same,
out like somebody who's retired,
yeah, I
bro.
think
that
Drew Brees
situation, they could figure out getting Russ.
I think Drew Brees he's gonna come back for at least another year. In my opinion, I think
Mhm.
he's gonna come back for another year. But if he does not come back, I could see him going to New Orleans, and that's the only team I could really legitimately see him going there. Like that's because at the end of the day, doesn't he not have he have a no trade
He
clause
has
in
a
it,
no trade clause.
right?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so
That big market.
yeah, so if he waives it, I would think that he would
New
go to
York.
New Orleans. That's my opinion.
I feel like it's a little bit more far. I'm just locked in on Drew Brees coming back. But I feel like it's a little bit more far fetched.
All I'm
But
saying is if Drew Brees doesn't, that would be my favorite for his landing spot. That would be my
I could that
favorite for him to go there.
That's logical.
But if Drew Brees
that's
does come back, I could see Chicago as well. Chicago is another big market. There's a lot there for him to build upon. They have a really good defense. They have an okay offense. He puts their offense into a better contending spot. So I'm
I
not
think
mad
they're
at
just
that.
playing tug of war. I think he's playing tug of war with the organization right now. He got all the leverage. They just signed him to the contract. He is the engine that makes that whole train go.
And
They're just
he
playing
has
tug of war right
not
now. He's
been
not going
into
nowhere.
he has
Nope.
started every single game since he
Yep.
has become a starter in Seattle.
hmm
So
Fun
it's on
fact. Andy
him.
Reid was going to draft him.
He
Andy Reid was
was
going to
he was
draft him,
gonna
and then
drop.
they got him. But speaking of Russ and Dak and the extension, let's switch over to Lamar. Now Lamar Jackson.
They're at a standstill.
I'm bugging for a
Lamar
second.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is sorry.
Lamar
They had a
Jackson.
standstill. Yeah,
They're at a
they had a
standstill.
standstill with their contract. And how y'all feel about that? Like, how important do y'all feel like Lamar is to Baltimore? Start off, Lou, because Troy started
Oh,
last.
he's very important. Without Lamar, there who do they really have behind him to really step in? RG3 is out, and he was never really in to begin with. He was, if anything, he was a placeholder until Lamar could get the cramps out of him to enter back into the game. I
Nah,
mean, at the end of the
I'm sure he
day,
was a good mentor.
no. I'm talking about as far as what are you going to insert into the field if Lamar goes down, or you don't extend him and he goes somewhere else.
It's a
Lamar
good QB.
is
It's a good QB draft class.
that, but that's only if they draft a quarterback. I don't think.
But
I honestly, I think they're going to pay him. They're going to pay him.
They
They,
have to.
they have
They
to
have
pay him. He has
to.
been very
The case of
successful since he
Baltimore,
started in.
that city has embraced Lamar since he got drafted. You know what I'm saying?
The
Since the
teammates
moment they
love him.
called him
He's
as
a
the
great
32nd
leader.
pick, they took him under the wing.
Mhm.
They was calling for Flacco. That man won Baltimore Super Bowl, and they was calling for him to go as soon as they got Lamar. You feel me? So they not they have to pay.
They're going to get the
They got to
contract
figure
done.
out a way to keep
And
him,
just
and they
like
got
with
to
his,
figure out a way to get better, put weapons
yeah,
around him. Like he's never he doesn't have a number one receiver. He hasn't
Bro,
had 1,000 receivers since he took over as quarterback, bro. That's crazy.
bro,
So
they receivers is trash. They're the only ones who probably trash. Fun fact about Lamar: the 2017 draft. After the Eagles won the Super Bowl, Baltimore traded back in. We traded our 32nd pick with them and got Lamar in the last round of the first round. But I mean, the last pick of the first round. But that's a fact. They have nobody, bro. They have Hollywood, who's cool, but Hollywood is not like a possession receiver. He's a deep threat. Hollywood is like 5'10", 170.
he
No, not
stretched
like
the field.
150,
That's it. He
like
can stretch the field.
155 soaking wet,
He's there
bro.
to stretch the
One
field.
soak. That's a fact. They have Willie Snee, who, if you sneeze
Willie
too hard,
Snead
he'll
hasn't
disappear.
Willie Snead
Like,
hasn't been the same since he left Houston.
bro, they got Des Bryant. You know what I'm saying, for the ticket sales.
Des
That
Bryant should
man,
move over to the tight end spot. He should
bro.
not be a wideout.
Des Bryant is the tight end. That transition is hard, but Des Bryant threw up the X one time, and that's like barely. Sometimes when you break up with your ex, he give you a little bit of play. That's basically a little bit of X play he got. That's what he played with the X he got, and that's it, bro. They literally Lamar is the running back.
Yeah, and
No. Shout out to my son.
Duvernay is
Shout out
still
to my
green.
son Gus Edwards, man. Shout out to my son Gus
Duvernay is
Edwards,
still
Staten Island.
green. What's the other speedy one they got?
Miles Boykin. They don't
Yeah,
have a
they got
possession
Boykin and
receiver. They need
Duvernay. They're green though. They're very green. You know, they're
they need a
not
possession receiver.
they're not very polished. I mean Duvernay and Boykin are fast. They're tall, but they're not. I'm not relying on them to go downfield and I need 15 yards right now.
Mhm.
I'm not going there. And I don't know if I'm going to any one of those receivers, to be honest with you.
They don't have a receiver that's built to catch like 8 catches a game consistently.
Yeah.
Like a real first down, like move the chains type of receiver. They have nobody move the chains. They have
And
Lamar and a damn read
until
option.
they get a good quality receiver that could be an every down receiver, like a Devontae Adams, like a Michael Thomas, they are not going to advance past the AFC Championship. They're
That's
not.
a fact. They're in a tough division, but they're one of the hardest divisions. Cleveland
Yep.
finally looking good. Steelers, you know what I'm saying? Steelers.
You can never count out the Steelers. Steelers still got a
Mm-hmm.
really good defense, and you have a lot of good players coming back. Bud Dupree will be back. You
Mm-hmm.
got
Well, maybe
the other corner that's gonna come back. You have a lot of players that's coming back off of injury. They're just gonna get stronger. So that's a really hard division to be in right now.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? That they're a very good organization. Ozzy, I don't even know if Ozzy's the GM or whatever anymore, but they are fire. They're probably one of out of all the bird teams, they're the most consistent bird team. You feel me? Like out of all of them,
especially
out of all of them.
And they have
a
top 5 defense over there. So
yeah,
I mean, you have to. This is the window that you have. You have this window where you can re-sign him and you still have a championship window. I think they probably have a window for probably about the next 5 or 6 years because of the fact that a lot of them are still young. Their defense is very young and they're very good. And
windows usually last like a few years because you got to pay.
You got to start paying, right?
Yeah, now you got to start. Yeah, and then you look at their offensive line, and you have 2 great left tackles that you got to literally sit here and be like, which one are we gonna have go there? Like, who's gonna be our left tackle next year? They got 2 good left tackles, great left tackles.
Now that organization is fire, bro. It's the best birds organization out of everybody, honestly. Man, let's switch over to the other bird organization.
Let's switch over to the other birds. JJ Watt to the Cardinals. Did you see this coming? Oh my God! I did not see this coming. I really had. If I was playing NFL bingo,
that shit was so disappointing to me.
You know what? It was really
the hype around it. Like, I was like, JJ. I was like, if there was a team that he would have signed with and caught me off guard, I was expecting the Bucks. Like, I was expecting to get that notification that he signed with Tampa or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I really thought he was going to Green Bay.
I really did too. That was who I had. That's where I'm in my mind. I'm like, there's only 2 teams he's going to see: the Steelers or Green Bay, and I had Green Bay here.
Even Kansas City wouldn't have shocked me, but Arizona, that completely.
Arizona was very left field for me.
We did in Houston,
bro. I had Green Bay, and then I had the Steelers, obviously because of his brother. Arizona, it shocked the hell out of me. I trusted the source. It came from JJ himself. He was the source. I trusted the source. But
I actually like the tweet that he did. Sources, me. Like I like that because like they had the meme where it's like sources and it'd be like some other guy. Like it's not even the real source. Like that was cool.
Like source me. But I feel like it was a good mood. I feel like that's a lot of belief in Kyler Murray and Kyler Murray because Kyler Murray to me he's gonna be a top 5 quarterback in the next 2 to 3 years. But their defense was the only reason they put up points all the time.
Yeah, it was the defense. I really think it was the defense that really allured them. They have a really young, good defense. Patrick Peterson is probably the oldest one on that defense. Buda Baker is top 5 safety in my opinion. And then you have a really good front 7.
That's the thing though. Chandler Jones, bro. Chandler Jones. That's what I'm saying. Chandler Jones got he had 12 plus sacks in the last. He's like one of the most underrated elite pass rushers in the NFL and has been since New England. But they had literally no one. They drafted Robin Nkemdiche or something like that to try to, but he didn't work out. Like everybody they tried, they had Golden. Golden wanted more money. He wanted to go to the Giants. He might have came back. I'm not sure. But they had they tried. They drafted Hassan Reddick. They tried a lot of things, even though Hassan Reddick starting to come into his own.
Yeah,
But
Hassan Reddick is starting to show out. Yeah, he's starting to show
now
out.
they got
Last season was his coming out party. I think he's gonna
yeah,
be
he had like
he's gonna
12
be
and a half.
solid. And with JJ there in the mix, it's gonna be
It's gonna get nasty.
that defensive line is gonna be
Yeah, because
very
JJ can
nasty.
play inside. He can play
JJ can
inside
play.
too.
That's what I love about JJ. JJ really could play anywhere on that line.
Bro, and that's all.
And they
Their
run a
D-line is
4-3,
trash.
don't they? They run a 4-3 or 3-4.
I think I don't know. I think they're a combination of both. But I think they run a 4-3 because Hassan Reddick. That's why I think they might have switched over
inside and out.
Yeah, because they don't know where to put
They
him.
do run a 4-3, but either way,
Some type of hybrid.
JJ literally could go anywhere on that line. You're not just looking for Chandler anymore. Like you're not just like, oh, I'm gonna double or even triple Chandler. I have to literally look for JJ. And you know what? I wouldn't have even been surprised if he would have went to LA. Had he went to the Rams, that would have solidified them as a bona fide contender right out the gate. Right now, they're dark horse contender because you still have to look at the Bucks, you still have to look at New Orleans, you still have to look at these other teams in the NFC. But Cardinals might be a dark horse, bro. Just defense alone.
They had them going to the playoffs this year. Their defense is trash. So it's like their pass rushing is trash. You see when they played the Eagles, Jalen Hurts put up like what was the final score? I think it was like 31-33 or something. They was running it up on us, but we was running it up back on them. It's because they don't have no pass rushers. Once you don't have pass rushers, no, the Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals.
Once you don't have pass rushers, it makes everything harder. It puts more stress on the cornerbacks. Patrick Peterson is not the same Patrick Peterson he's always been. He's still very good and athletic, but he can't run. And you know how hard it is to cover for like 4 to 5 seconds.
There's no guarantee we sign him right now. So
he might not even come back. But it's like it puts pressure on the D line. I learned that from the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Your D line couldn't change your whole defense. If the quarterback gotta get the ball out quick, that means the routes is not being routed quick enough. If that even makes sense. You know what I'm saying? The corners don't have to cover that long. When you sitting back there, they gotta cover exposure, weakness, and all. Your pass rush can cover up everything. Yep.
The Giants proved that in 07.
Yeah,
bro. Every time the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl, the D line proved. The D line proved that.
That's it.
It's crazy. No matter how good of a quarterback
you have an elite defensive line, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about if you had shaky cornerbacks or not, because if your quarterback can't get it to the wide receiver that could beat these shaky receivers, it really does not matter.
Case fact, Pat Mahomes, this Super Bowl.
I mean, that was more the offensive line, honestly. That was the broken offensive line more than I'm giving the Bucks credit for the defensive line, but
O-line or no O-line.
And then on top of it, I mean, that whole Super, I mean, damn man, there was so many drop passes. I mean, he was putting it on the money.
That's a fact, but
I mean,
that's
that
turnaround,
he almost got sacked and he had to turn all the way around. He doesn't even know. I can't even, if I'm turning all the way around in a circle and you can't even see where you're throwing the ball, he threw it on the money. It hit his helmet.
Fact. That's a fact. But
the corner of the end zone.
Look, that's a fact. But keep it G. None of them drop passes would have helped the final score. None of them drop passes would have helped the final score. They got spanked. That was the O-line. It was all the O-line.
You got to give credits to the Bucks defensive line, but you also have to talk about that offensive line. That offensive line, it was
hurt. It was hurt. There was backups. It was hurt. Everybody was hurt. They had like 3 starters out or something. 2-3 starters out. It was hurt. You know, we know that all too well.
Speaking about the Eagles,
I'm saying,
let's crescendo into the Eagles, right? So we got Zach Ertz being shopped right now. We got Brandon Brooks being shopped right now. First of all, Brandon Brooks is a top 5 right guard.
Top 2. Top 1. Top 2. He's been hurt though, so
good. And we're actually shopping him. I understand the semantics behind shopping him because of the fact that you don't know what the type of player he's gonna be. But I mean, if you have seen any of his workouts, if you've seen his work and his body of work, you got to give him a chance to get out there before you even put him on the market. Mind you, if we do trade him this year, you're only saving $2 million. You trade him next year, you're saving $8 million. Why not just keep him for the year?
Because you'll be saving $2 million. Like you said, we
$2 million over $8 million. I'd rather save $8 million next year. See what I got out of him right now. Let him play.
This year we drowning in cap space. $2 million.
Howie's doing everything he got to do to get under the cap space. You got guys.
Yeah, but
you got guys.
but we're not under it.
What do you
Yeah,
get
but we're
for
not under it yet. We're not under it yet.
Look,
Brandon Brooks coming off
if
as
there's
a
one thing
lineman. He's coming off of a.
One thing I believe in Howie is
What
he could
value?
get under the cap. What you said?
What? I can't hear you.
What value does he have? What do you get? What do you get for him?
That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't know. They just announced it, but Brandon Brooks, as godly as he's been, I don't think since he's been an Eagle. I think for the last 5 years, I don't think he's allowed one sack. He's been godly. He was a steal from the Texas, a steal. But the reality of it is,
right guard in the league.
The reality of it is, you said, why are you breaking up?
What are they seeking for him?
We don't know.
They just said he's going to trade block.
They just announced it today.
They didn't say nothing. They just said he's going to trade block as whispers.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Brandon Brooks has been elite. He's been elite.
If me, I want a first round pick. I mean, he's that good.
I don't think we're not getting a first round pick for him.
I'm not saying we're gonna get him. I'm saying what I want for him.
Be realistic. Bro, he's coming off of 2 Achilles injuries. The first one he came back within 9 months, which is unheard of. He got hurt again. He got hurt again He got hurt in the playoffs twice for the rest of the year. Brandon Brooks is like 32. You know what I'm saying? He's elite, but he's been the last 2 years he's not been available and he's old. We're not getting as elite as you are. It's like nobody's gonna give you a first round. That's a lot of trust.
Availability.
That's a fact. And as elite as he's been, and then we had a couple of young bucks step up last year, and I can see why we trading him.
No,
do I want to trade him? Do I want to trade him? No.
But I am mad at it. I wouldn't trade him either. Okay,
I'm not really
on to Zach Ertz. So Zach Ertz states that he'd rather be released than to be traded. If he gets traded, where is the possible landing spots that you see him going?
To the Flying Elvis, boy. To the Flying Elvis. It has to be. Like I was thinking to myself, I was like, I can't really see. Maybe the Colts double dip and reunite him with Carson.
Mm-hmm.
But I could really see Bill going all in on Zach. I mean, it's the perfect value. I mean, I feel like his value is a little bit down at the moment. Mm-hmm. Even if he gets released, he won't be expensive.
If he gets released, he won't be expensive. Because we still got to pay. We still got to pay him. He still has guaranteed money. We still got to give him. So,
right.
Regardless if we release him or not, we still got to pay him. So, if anything, he probably would seek the veteran minimum and go somewhere where he could probably win again. And if anything, I see him going to 2 places. If we release him, I either see him going to Indianapolis or I see him going to Kansas City. No, I'm lying. Okay. I'm lying. I'll say him going to New Orleans. I'm not even going to cap. I ain't even going to cap. No, but I do see him going to New Orleans. New Orleans needs a tight end right now. They need a tight end. They just released Benjamin Watson and then they released the other tight end that they had. So they need a tight end. They're in the 2 tight ends that they had. It was good for like 2 games, and then they just fell off the face of the earth. And Drew Brees had nobody else to throw to but Michael Thomas again. And then Michael Thomas wasn't even available. So who did he really have to throw to? They need a tight end.
I see him going to the Patriots, like you said. The Colts is number 1. I see him going to the Colts number 1. He's the reason we won the Super Bowl. He had a game-winning touchdown. Frank Wright, he loves his boys. And one thing about the NFL, it's always with the coaching and I'm familiar with. Yeah, they butt buddies. They butt buddies, and they always go to whatever's more familiar. But I felt like the third hidden team I see him going to. It depends if he want to win, if he want a big contract. But I do see the Jets throwing money at him because of Joe Douglas, because they haven't had a good tight end since. They haven't had a good tight end since tight end was even a position. Since the tight end even Kellen Winslow. I don't even know whether it's the father or the son. But they haven't had a good tight end in a long, long time. And I do not see Zach Ertz getting a veteran minimum because that man he had one off year out of an elite career.
He's going to go somewhere where they got enough cap, which is like Indy, New England, or even
like 3 teams who got space right now.
That got cap, and they're going to sign him. They're going to sign him. They're going to give him.
I don't know if he's looking for. I don't think he's looking at like a super contract. I don't think he's looking for a super contract. I think he's going to find a balance.
1 or 2 years.
I feel like it's going to be a balance of good money and a good position to win. I don't know if he's really leaning to either. I don't know if he's really leading into either. But we got Jalen Hurts now as quarterback, and they said the backup quarterback is rumors. Well, not rumors. It's in the mock saying that we should pick up Ryan Fitzpatrick to go behind Jalen
I was
Hurts.
seeing that too, and I was actually thinking about that earlier because Ryan Fitzpatrick right now is stating that he is contemplating retirement because he's
He
not
wants to play.
feeling the free
He wants to
agency
play.
offers. He wants to play. The
He
thing
wants to play.
is, at this time, yes, I do believe that he should go to a team where he could get a chance to play, maybe like Chicago, maybe like even Detroit. But at the end of the day, you're at you're at the later stage of your career, and it's just not working out for you, bro. Like you might as well get into a Chase Daniel type of role, hit the bench, work with work with the young guy, teach the young guy, and hopefully get a chance to get in there if the young guy gets hurt or the young guy's not playing well and you have to be inserted in.
You
I mean,
can't hope
that's
on somebody's injury.
I mean,
usually
I'm not. I mean, I would never prey on somebody's injury, but I'm saying in the case if the young guy gets hurt, then put him in. I thought that Miami was a good fit for him. I I really was under the impression that Tua was going to set out for the year, and I think that they put Tua in too fast. I think Fitz should have at very least finished the season. He was playing very well. He had him in a good position. They was going to make the playoffs. You insert Tua, and you guys don't make you. There's no playoffs anymore. I can't put it all on Tua, but I can kind of put it towards the head coach. I mean, at the end of the day, Fitz is playing good. He got you out of position to get into the playoffs. So
That's why I'm not blaming Fitz for. I don't think he's retiring. Of course, he want to start because all his career he's been average as hell and super turnover. That was turnover man.
the past
He was
couple of
like
years,
Rex.
he's been
He
balling.
turnover. But as he got older, he's been balling. But he has to. If he want to start, he has to go to a position like a team that would even need a bridging quarterback. Like if Big Ben was to retire or something, and he could just step in there
He could
while they
go
develop
receivers.
like a
Yeah.
team that's not gonna get a quarterback in the first round, but got to develop them. Like that's what he just needs to wait, bro. He
But
just needs to
there's,
wait.
there's like 4 teams right now that's like that. Carolina, you got
he passed
Carolina,
away.
you got
He looks
I think he would be successful in Carolina. You got Chicago. He'll be an improvement to Trubisky. You have Detroit. There's a whole bunch of teams that he could literally go to right now and
He's
probably
not
start.
starting. He's not starting in Detroit.
Mm, I,
They just traded their life
if he
away
comes in there
for
and he
Jared Goff.
and he does his thing during training camp,
But
do you start Goff over Fitzmagic?
after you traded for him and gave away picks and all that, and yes, regardless, Goff has decided going through.
the last thing I
Young,
read, the last thing I saw was that he definitely wants to play this season. But
Nah,
I
he
didn't see
definitely
he
wants
wants
to
to
play,
be starter. He
and
wants
that's
to
the
be a
only
starter.
that's the only reason why he's told his agent, look, tell them I'm contemplating retirement. I want to go somewhere where I want to play. I want to play. I mean, I
I
would
don't
do
think
the
they
same.
care that much.
I would do the
They
same
don't care
thing.
that much. He don't got that much leverage to have it.
At
Oh, he
all.
about to retire. Let's go sign him.
He
It's,
played well enough. I mean, that's the level. That's level
not,
enough. He played well enough.
Yeah,
Even though
I
even
agree.
though he got early last season, he played well in that time that he was
He
actually
should
the
have never got
starting.
picked. He should have
Showed
never got
enough.
picked.
Yeah, but and then he got the roll back. They benched Tua again. He
But
got
then
some
they
more
put
playing
Tua
time.
back in. What, the last 2 games? I mean,
But then,
they put
but
him
then
in
again,
to
it
finish
was
the job.
outside the playoffs by then. By the time Tua
You
went
got
back
to,
in.
yeah. You take for Tua, you got to develop Tua. I wasn't
Yeah,
mad at it.
I
They're not winning a chip anyway. They was competitive as
But
hell. That's what they want to see.
the thing is, they was very competitive, and Fitz was playing very well. You don't bench a player that's playing well. You just don't do it. If that player is playing well, then all right, oh well, you're gonna have to sit down for a little bit. We're in the playoff picture. Let's just try to get into the playoffs. I get in the greater scheme of things, but at the end of the day, Dolphins still have a plethora of picks. They have a whole pocketbook of picks.
Bro,
so
they're
So
not winning the Super
regardless
Bowl.
if they can make it to the playoffs or not, you still sitting on these picks, bro.
Yeah, but you got to develop. What is the benefit? Fitzpatrick was leaving this year. There's no benefit of playing him. You know you're not winning the Super Bowl. It's good. It's good to see that y'all competitive. You know you're not winning the Super Bowl.
Valuable experience for your young guys. You get them in the playoffs. Valuable experience.
Or you get your young guy to get him in the playoffs. Y'all playing
Yeah, but the
competitive
young guy
ball.
didn't get him. The young guy wasn't
Yeah,
getting him into
he
the
didn't.
playoffs.
But he didn't know that. He didn't look at his
I mean,
crystal ball.
I get where
he
in the
hasn't been
bigger
for the
scheme of
last
things,
few
I get it.
seasons, bro. They had a shot. They had a shot.
But
Troy,
there's
you
no
benching?
benefit
Are
of
you
keeping him
benching
in there.
Fitzpatrick?
Say that again.
Are you benching Fitzpatrick for Tua?
Not at that moment. No,
Bro, they
I'm not.
benched him.
Like
They
it's not
benched
like
him.
Tua, it's not like they benched Fitz and Tua came in and his first game in, he threw 4 picks and a pick 6. He played well. They won.
He was just game managing in. He was game managing, but I'm sure it was a game plan. It was like after like week 8, which is like half of the season.
But there was reports
during the bye week.
It was reports saying that nobody knew that was coming. Like that was
the
everybody
players
was blindsided. Fitzmagic.
I'm sure the owner told Brian
even if the
Johnson
owner tells the coach this is what's gonna happen, the coach has to relay it to the players. You don't blindside your players like that. You lose. That's how you lose the locker room.
That's how you lose the quarterback. That's what they was taking for Tua. That was take for Tua was a hashtag. It was they was taking for Tua. It was all in the plan. The coach don't have to tell the players anything. He could, but he doesn't have to. And it's not like they was undefeated. It is like, what's the benefit? You already halfway. It's good to see your team is competitive, but they're not building for. They don't have a Super Bowl window right now. That now we just now knowing they nice. Like, oh, okay, they're competitive, but they have a way bigger picture with all of them.
They have they're gonna be ready to compete. They're not ready to compete now, even though that they are competing. They're competitive. There's a difference between being competitive and being ready to compete at the next level. Right now, they were just
last year they were just balling out. They was checking the temperature. They said, okay, the Bills is like that. Now we need to match up with the Bills.
Right.
We got to hurry up because New England gonna bounce back sooner or later.
Give Miami another 2 years, and they will be a good team.
You know how they flip it like this? They get Deshaun. I still think they get Deshaun.
That's a fact. I think Deshaun going too. That's a fact. But that's
draft night. That number 3 pick is going to be.
I'm not mad at that, and I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That comes on that, but that comes down to how much do they believe in Tua though. That's what it really comes down to. Because what the analysts say is completely different from what they think about their quarterback. It really comes down to if they believe in Tua.
That's a fact. Moving on, Big Ben re-signs in Pittsburgh, clears up cap space. What does that tell you?
Pittsburgh not gonna go anywhere until next year, maybe.
Yeah,
Big Ben. I mean, I don't even blame it all on Big Ben. They shouldn't have him throwing like 50, 60 times. They need a running back. But Big Ben, he throwing like little baby dunking passes.
They haven't been the same in the running game since Connor got hurt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even when he came back, though, it's nothing. They haven't been the same since Le'Veon left. But don't tell nobody. They need Le'Veon back.
Do you think they're gonna make the necessary moves with this new cap to make a couple of plays in free agency, or was this just let's get under the cap now so that we're good next year?
I think they don't really have any super glaring holes outside of like there's not really you can't really point to many things.
I mean, you got JJ.
Juju.
JJ's a free agent. So
JJ.
I mean, was JJ Smith-Schuster?
Juju. Juju.
Yeah, he's the TikTok star. He's gonna be a free agent. So I mean, was this cap space cleared so that they could give him a contract, or was this just cleared so that they could? All right, Big Ben is gonna retire after this year. Let's look at the bigger picture and things. Let's get under the cap now and have cap to go into next year.
It's a little bit of both. You got to look at it. You have to be able to plan. You got to plan for the future. I mean, smart organizations are always planning for the future. So that move has to be with the future in mind. And it's also to bring Juju back. He's their top wideout. He's their top wideout.
Got to bring him back. I mean, they do very well drafting wide receivers. They have never.
I've always said that, bro.
They've always had number one wide receiver, and it never come out of the first or the second round. Amazing. Yeah. How do you get these receivers to play at this level coming in the third round?
He's a receiver. Mike Tomlin used to be a receiver, so it's like you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah, Juju, cool, bro. He had a down year. He still bounced back, but he's never been like a number one receiver. He's been like a very good two receiver, but
I really think Washington is going to show out next year. I
feel like that's
Big Ben's favorite Washington. So I wouldn't even be mad if they let Juju walk. And you fly with
you fly with Juju though, because Juju bounced back. He had like 88 catches for like 1,300 or something out of nowhere. But it was clear that Washington and all the other like the young guys was his favorite. They can get open faster.
Claypool has stepped up, and Claypool is a possession receiver. Claypool is a very good receiver.
He's both. He's a freakish. He's one of them. He's like 6'4". He's one of them freakish receivers.
You know, he reminds me of a more athletic Alshon Jeffrey. He's big. He's a big body receiver. He's not as
He's a
fast.
speed receiver.
He's not
No,
that
no,
fast.
JJ is fast, bro.
No, I'm not talking about JJ.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
said
talking
not
about
J. No, I mean Claypool. I said JJ. I said
Chase is
Claypool.
fast,
creates
bro.
separation because of his footwork. He is very. I mean, his
No,
footwork technique
I
is
think he ran like a 4.4 in the 40.
Yeah, Chase ran a
Claypool is
4.4,
fast,
bro.
bro. He ran like a
He's a
4.4. He is fast. That boy is like he's like a TO. Honestly, like athletically,
He's a
like a
good
TO.
receiver. I was high on Claypool.
Where
I was
wait,
very
he went
high.
to what's it? Notre Dame?
I
Huh?
want him to say to Notre Dame.
Yeah, he went to Notre
He went
Dame.
to Notre Dame, right? I get him and Michael Pittman mixed up. But yeah, he went to I think he went to Notre Dame.
It's a
Yeah.
problem too. But
Yeah, Pittman.
Yeah, Michael Pittman, yeah, yep.
All
Carson's
right, so
new too.
moving on. Let's before we move on from NFL and football, let's talk about the legacy of Josh Gordon.
Go ahead, Troy. He was
Yeah,
once a New England
that's Troy.
Patriot.
That's Troy's man's. Like all
Talk
the
it
way. That's all the way. That's Troy's man. Look at Troy.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
that's
about it.
Troy's man. Yo, Troy
First,
hurt.
shout out to
Troy
Josh,
hurt.
bro. That's my guy. Josh is my guy. Like a lot of people don't know this. Like I reached out to Josh when he was
They
in
offered him
Pat.
some coke.
No, listen. I reached out to Josh on
But yeah.
IG when he hit back.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
After
Actually, you
his
need
first
that.
suspension in New England. His first suspension in New England. His only suspension in New England. No, I hit him up. I let him know. Still one of my favorite receivers ever. Like he's still one of my
Josh
favorite
Gordon
receivers.
is a freak, bro. He's a freak.
Talent.
Had he been able to play in any spot that he was at, when he was in, right now in Seattle, bro, they could have used him in Seattle. Oh my God, bro, he is a freak. He is a freak. Speed,
He
hands,
died down, bro.
footwork.
Athletically, and all that. Like his measurables is elite. Josh Gordon was super elite. I think it was like 2014 was his best year. That was the one player
So,
I've ever seen
bro,
in my life, bro.
when he came off the 8-game
That was,
suspension and still had 1,000 and some
I
yards.
think so, yeah, bro. I remember they
That
played
was
the
when he was
Pats.
in Cleveland, no?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was in Cleveland. That was I remember they played the Pats. He had like maybe like 200 yards. I've never seen
200-yard games.
Yeah, I've never seen one player spank up Bill Belichick, bro.
Yo,
I've
bro,
never seen
he
one
made
player
Johnny
Bill Belichick couldn't
Manziel
stop.
look like the
Bro,
man.
it was
That's
crazy.
Not Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel wasn't there yet.
I meant what's his face? Dalton, Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
He was
I think
during the Bengals.
Andy.
The Bengals. Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
And he had Freeman. Josh
that's
Freeman
right.
was
That's right. Why
Josh
am
Freeman.
I'm
Yeah.
getting
I
Cleveland
know it
and
was. I
Cincinnati?
don't know if it was
That's the
Brady
colors,
Quinn.
when he was in Cleveland. Yeah, no, it wasn't Brady Quinn. It was the other dude,
Yeah,
the
it
tall,
could've
the
been,
Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson. Was it Ryan
I don't
Anderson?
even remember, bro. They had so many quarterbacks that don't even matter.
Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh.
But I've never seen one.
quarterbacks.
But Josh Gordon, bro, is like he messed up. I'm all about second chances, sometimes third, depending on how young they are, young superstars. But like after a while, bro, I felt bad. Like I'm like, yo, bro, he needs help because he's obviously a cokehead. Whatever it is, we just knew it was coke. We knew coke was one of them. We don't know what drugs he was, but it's obviously he needed help. And he sat out. He got rehabbed and all. I was happy for him. He came back, but it's like, how many times, bro, can you do the same thing and we feel bad for you? Like I can't feel bad for you.
That's
you literally like I can't think of not one player that got as many chances as Josh Gordon. Remember Justin Blackmon? That man disappeared out the league.
That's because he's super talented. He's
and I can't, bro.
It's just like in high school, bro. When you was the man in high school, you was the best player in high school. Nigga, the coach
can tell you nothing.
The coach is telling the coach is going to the teachers like, yo, give him an A, bro. I know it's a D, but give this nigga an A. I need him to play this weekend.
Right. Exactly. So that's how it was. That's how it was with Josh. But
that's a fact.
It's a lot like Leslie said. It's a lot deeper than just weed. Everybody think, oh, the NFL.
Nah. It's because it was just
weed is legal in the league now.
Yeah. And how many players are actually smoking weed? I mean, you got players with their own business,
right?
Weed business. So it's not weed, bro.
It was now they put it in the NFLPA now that weed they can't get. I think they can't get suspended for weed or something now. It doesn't make it illegal now. Yeah. But Josh Gordon, I know one was cocaine for a fact. That's the only one that they know of. Who knows what else he was doing?
Yeah,
but coke is the only one that was like confirmed.
They don't release the
opioids and
they don't release the
yeah. Now that you touched on Josh, I know you touched on him for a reason. Did we see his debut in the FCF?
It's fans controlled Fans
I did
controlled.
see.
No, I think it's
I
Z.
saw a little bit.
Z.
I only watched a little bit. I
I
saw
seen a
Johnny
highlight.
Manziel like running for his life one play, and then I seen Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon make one catch like over
He
like
caught a
3
Hail
dudes.
Mary
Well,
game
it was the
winner.
game winning. It was the game winner.
He
It
caught
was
a Hail
cute.
Mary game winner, bro.
It was cute.
He still has talent,
I wasn't
bro.
that
There's no
impressed.
denying. I mean,
He
I
how old
caught
is
wasn't that
he? How
impressed.
old is he? He's only like 27, 28, right? He's young.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta be like, you gotta be.
He's still young. He's still in his elite
Nah,
years.
yeah, I
Yo,
think
bro, he has to
I
be
think
at least
like
28.
29. He like 29, probably 30. I would say. I think he was like
He's
a little
29.
older than me.
He ain't hit
Nah,
30
he
yet.
ain't
I'll tell
hit
you right
30
now.
yet. He ain't hit 30 yet. But he's still elite, and do I want him to have another chance in NFL? Of course I do. Do I think it's gonna happen? No.
Yeah, he's
He's
29. He'll
he's
be
wasted.
30 and he'll be 30 next month.
Okay, but he's wasted a lot. He squandered all
Too
his
much.
opportunities.
Yes,
Too much, bro.
There's no coming back from that.
So
It's like I could tell you to come eat at my table like 10 times, and if you keep smacking the plate on the floor, like it's like no
Yeah,
food
it's
for you,
clip for you,
bro. Like
bro.
get out my kitchen.
It's
Like
clip for
it's
you.
clip for you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, as much as I would love for him to get another opportunity in NFL, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I
the
don't see
year I was talking about with him though too, real quick, was it was 2013. He played only 2013. He only
12
played
to
14
13.
games,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this man had
11 receiving yards.
1,646 yards,
Mhm.
1,600 plus yards, and 9
Mhm.
touchdowns, and he
Mhm.
missed 3 games. 1,600 plus yards,
That's crazy.
1,646,
That's
And
crazy.
missed
Who
9
was
touchdowns. He
who was
missed
throwing to him?
3
And who was
games.
throwing to him? It was Cal.
I'll tell you right now.
or Freeman. It was either Couch or Freeman. It had to be.
I'll
I
tell
really
you, but
think it was Anderson.
yeah. So keep touching on his new league
Derek
game.
Anderson is
I
who
give it
you
an
think
answer.
it was. Derek
Yeah,
Anderson.
Derek Anderson is that's who. Well, I don't.
I
That's
said
not who it
it was
was.
Anderson.
No,
But
that's not who it was. But I'm saying
no,
Derek
that's what
Anderson
you're
was a
thinking about.
quarterback.
Okay.
Oh no, it was Jason Campbell.
Oh, Jason Campbell. Oh my God.
Jason Campbell. I
Oh
forgot
my
about
God.
Jason Campbell. Bro, they had so many quarterbacks on that
Nah,
team.
yeah, the
It
Browns
was
go to
crazy.
quarterbacks like it's
That's
nothing.
that was just
Out of all quarterbacks in the last like 13, 15 years, they had the most.
Yeah. Okay. Well, leaving the NFL, let's
Just
get to
Campbell.
this NBA, man. Let's get to this NBA. Can we just touch on this resurgence of the Knicks? Can we like just applaud Tom Thibodeau? Can we give him his flowers while he's still coaching the Knicks?
Tom
I
Thibodeau,
mean,
I said he was a great. I think he was a great piece in general. As soon as he went over there, because I already know the type of coach he is. I know his teams turn into, and on top of that, he's one of them coaches too. He try to bring like Derrick Rose, like familiar players. Like, I can see Cat going there. I can see like the Knicks is finally attractive. At least in my life, I'm 28. They haven't since I've been watching basketball. They've been trash.
the last time they was attractive is when Melo and Smith and Stoudemire was there and going
Yeah, but
to the
that was a
playoffs.
year. That was like 2 years. That was the
They,
only.
yeah,
They
they
was
went two
attractive for
years.
two
But
years.
that was the last time that they was attractive.
Yeah, that was
But what I could tell
2010.
you, I could tell you about this though, Melo has said it before the whole Phil Jackson thing, before when Tom Thibodeau was fired from the Bulls, the first thing that Melo said to management, go get Tom Thibodeau. I want him as our head coach. Melo was gonna leave the Knicks to go to
he was gonna
Chicago.
go to the shit.
He was gonna go to Chicago, and
Exactly.
Tibbs was the
It's funny because
reason why.
I said he should go there when he was a free agent.
I
That's
said
what
the
that was
same.
my. That's
I
what
said the
I
same thing.
had
I
him
would
going.
have been mad. I would have been mad. I
LeBron should
wanted
have. I said
Melo
LeBron should have
because
went there
I
too.
love Melo so much. I want you to win. I love Melo in Syracuse. I loved him in Denver. Troy loved him more than me in Denver because at that time I was a Kobe fan and I ain't want nobody to beat out Kobe. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I mean, and you know, Troy, me and you, we would call each other on the Denver and LA series. I'm like, nah, Kobe got this. It's like, nah, Melo gonna pull us through. But look, I loved Melo. I love Melo in Syracuse. My father's a huge, you know, Troy. My father's a huge Syracuse. That's the whole reason why I'm a Eagles fan because of Donovan McNabb, graduating from Syracuse. Melo was my mate. Him coming to New York, they should have waited. They should have gave up
What
everything to
Syracuse?
go get him. They gave up the kitchen sink just to get him, which he was gonna come regardless. He was a free agent at the end of the year. They should have never gave up that much. Okay, whatever. Semantics. He comes. You finally get a good team around him. Mike Woodson is a good coach. Wasn't maybe the coach to lead them to the championship, but he's a
Yeah.
good coach. He's there in New York right now. He's the defensive coach. He's right there on the tips. Now you have and they're all from the Van Gundy tree. That's like the Belichick tree, right? I mean, they're all
Yeah,
from the Van Gundy tree. The Van Gundy had Tibbs, he had Woodson, he had I believe at one time he even had Doc. They're all under the Van Gundy tree. Now they have all the pieces in play. The New York could really flourish and they could go forward now. Only thing that's gonna hold them back is if Dolan interferes. But I like their team. They're young, they're raw, they're competing. They're
What you
not gonna
thinking, Troy? What's on your mind? You're not
But yeah,
genuine mind. You ain't
What you
trying to spend no time. How you feeling about New York Knicks right now? The resurgence of the New York Knicks.
I think they're the Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I think obviously no. I'm saying I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't like the Knicks, obviously, because I'm a Heat fan. But the NBA is always better when the Knicks are good. You know what I'm saying? When the Knicks are in the playoff picture, when the Knicks are relevant, the NBA is always good. So I respect that they finally, it looks like they're getting their act together. And you know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool.
Me personally, bro, like I'm a Clippers fan.
Happy,
Before the Clippers, my first favorite team was the Suns. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Clippers fan, a real Clippers fan, by the way. I'm from New York, so I'm actually happy. Like it's finally cool to be a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta cover y'all jerseys up no more, bro. Y'all can let them flourish.
That's a fact.
Y'all can do y'all thing, bro.
I was wearing my Ewing jersey the other
That's
day.
what I'm saying. You can wear all that. You can bring the Ewing kicks out. It's cool. It's cool. You're not gonna get flamed. You know what I'm saying? Relax. You know what I'm saying? Relax. You're not gonna get flamed. Relax. Show that Ewing jersey. You know what I'm saying? Show that whatever butt.
Just don't wear it in Brooklyn. That's all.
No. Wear it every day. Wear it every day, bro. Wear it every day. Wear it every day. Bro, listen. Wear it every day. Wear it every day. Have fun with it. Because maybe like next year, 2 years from now, it's gonna go right back. It's gonna be the same old Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It's fun right now being a Knicks fan. It's gonna be the same old Knicks.
Like I said, as long
y'all don't
as
have a superstar, bro. Y'all don't have a superstar.
Out of let Leon Rose work, everything is gonna be good. Leon
but
Rose has been put in. He's a very
better,
good
bro.
president.
Y'all still, but y'all don't have. Y'all need a superstar, bro. Who's gonna carry y'all? Y'all competitive. Y'all just y'all expectations is low because y'all been trashed for so long. Y'all expectations low. Y'all competitive. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all flirting with
expectations.
Y'all flirting with the AFC. Y'all flirting with the AFC. Y'all happy. I'm happy. That's cute, bro. I'm saying it's cool.
I'm happy.
You're only happy that y'all win. That's what I'm saying. You're only happy that y'all winning because y'all been losing for so long. Y'all still need a superstar and all that. And then boom, there's another New York team in Brooklyn.
Going to Brooklyn. I'm glad you brought up Brooklyn.
So, Brooklyn.
Just signed with the Nets.
Former Clipper.
Just signed with the Nets. You know what?
Let me being a Clippers fan, let me start this one.
If I ever seen a Blake Griffin fan in my life, it was EG. EG
was, man.
I'm
Blake
not
was that nigga, bro. Being a Clippers fan.
This doesn't move the needle for me.
As far as let me get into it. Let me spark it being a Clippers fan. Can I spark it? Can I spark it? Let me get into Blake, man.
Go ahead.
Blake Griffin, dunk champion, optimal. What the hell is that called? Kia Optima, sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Blake Griffin was the man. Bro, Blake is trash now. I don't care what nobody's saying. He's just a name. He hasn't played in like 2 years. Right? He's not averaging. He's just a name, bro. He's just a name with red hair. That's a fact. He want to be a 3-point shooter now, and this three's going sometimes. I watched him get bullied. Blake was my guy. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. That was my guy. You know what I'm saying? But DeAndre Jordan left, and he just became a jump shooter. And he used to get bullied by the Warriors, like 4 times a year, 5 times a year. Blake is trash. He's just a name. He's almost like insurance for KD, but they might be hurt together. Who knows? They might just be there to keep each other company. They don't do anything for me. Blake is just a name.
That's all I said.
You know what I'm saying? He's just a name.
Like, for me because at the
he's
end
just a name.
What are you doing coming off the bench? Needed is defense, and he doesn't provide consistent defense.
No,
he could get you a block maybe
nothing, bro.
every other game, but he's not what the Brooklyn Nets needed. Yo, bro, he hasn't 2 years, bro.
He don't do anything consistently. He don't even play consistently. He don't even play basketball consistently.
Yo, bro,
it's just a name.
My thing is, it's like this. Brooklyn needed defense. I would have been more afraid of them signing Andre Drummond than I am about them signing Blake Griffin.
I like that.
Speaking about
Drummond, right before we get there, though, let me ask a quick question. Y'all think Blake is coming off the bench?
Blake is definitely.
I don't understand.
definitely coming off the bench. Are you
But
gonna
that's what I'm saying.
are you gonna suffer and have whatchamacallit go to the bench? What's his face? The white boy that shoot the threes.
Joe Harris.
Joe
Get
Harris.
some
You're gonna
respect
have
on
Joe
my
Harris
son.
go to the bench. I mean that wouldn't even be bad though. Joe Harris coming with the second unit
With the
and
second
giving
unit,
you
yeah.
giving you
Mhm.
straight offense. But I mean, Blake
He
Griffin
has to start,
starting,
right?
bro. I don't think he has
But
to start.
but bro, listen, he didn't get traded. Did he get traded? No, he didn't get
Nah,
traded.
he
He
didn't
got
trade it.
he got a
He
buyout.
signed.
So
He
that means
signed.
he
He
had
got
to
a
have some
buyout.
type. He
Yeah,
had to
he
have some
brought.
type of talk about his role before he signed. I'm
I don't
sure
know.
he didn't
I
come
don't
from
know.
being a starter and being the man in Detroit to go into the bench.
Not
I
that
don't,
We're
not,
gonna
exactly.
have to see. We're
Wants to
gonna
be
have to
cute.
see. I mean,
He
NBA
wants to be
restarts on
cute. He wants
Wednesday.
to
I
roll out
believe that the Nets play on
that.
Thursday, so we're gonna see how it shapes out and what exactly happens on Thursday. I believe they play. I'm not even sure who they play, but I know that the NBA restarts on Wednesday. There's 2 games, and then there's a whole bunch of games on Thursday. So we're just gonna
what
have
you
to wait and see.
what you about to say, Troy?
Now I said if Brooklyn wants to be cute and roll out that whole four of Blake, KD,
That was small
Kyrie,
ballish.
and Harden,
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
kind
could
of
was thinking
small.
go.
about the small ball too. I
They
was
could go
really
like
thinking
this
about the
3
small
years
ball.
ago. You know what I'm
KD
saying?
like 6'10", so you're not really small.
I mean,
But
yeah.
I
You
feel
said
he's not a
KD
center.
is like 7'1" on a low, but I ain't
I
gonna
think
talk
like
about it.
his arms and all that. But you did say Andre Drummond would have been a better
No,
pick,
but Andre
which
Drummond.
I
All
feel
right,
like too.
so Andre Drummond is in the midst of talking to Cleveland to get bought out. So because nobody wants to
That's
trade
been
for him,
that's been
and
in
I
talks
wouldn't
for
trade
a
for
while.
him either.
That's
The
been in
thing
talks
is, if
for a
you're
No,
gonna
I
have
think
one pick, that's the way
they
it's gonna
had
go.
somebody. They had a suitor. That's
Yeah,
why they
but they're
started sitting
asking
them
for
out.
too much. Cleveland is
Yeah, that's
asking
why they started
for too
sitting
much
out.
right. And when a team is asking for too much, that means two things. It means one, they don't think that they're gonna get as much for them. So when they ask for too much, they're trying to see what's gonna be the counter offer and if they're gonna like that or not. Or they believe his value is truly that high, depending on the team that they're talking to. My thing is, Andre Drummond is a good defensive anchor, but it's all on where he goes.
He's better
Now,
than good. He's better than good.
What you think,
So
Troy?
he's better than good. Like
no,
I want
and
him.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
what I think.
He's good.
I want him in Miami, and if he gets bought out and goes to the Nets, I'm never watching basketball again.
I
I'll
don't think
tell
he's
you
going
that.
to the
But
Nets. So the
I
reports are
think
right
yeah.
now. The
I don't
reports
think
are
so.
right now is that his
he
destiny.
needs
He has two
serious attention.
destinations, and they're both LA, Clippers, Lakers. Only
Now
teams that he's thinking
that's
about
where
right
I
now.
want him to go. We need a big man. First of all, I think Andre Drummond is still elite or close to elite center. His rebounding is elite.
His
You know
rebounding
what I'm
is
saying?
impeccable, bro. It's
And but the only thing about his offense is shaky.
Drummond.
He needs a facilitator to have an offense in that pick and roll game. If you don't have a facilitator, he can't create his own shot unless it's
Yeah,
like
Let me
rebounding
tell,
going back up.
yeah.
let me tell you about Drake because I'm a UConn fan. You know I'm the
hmm
biggest UConn fan in the world. Like that's
hmm
New England. Period. Like New England, UConn. That's me. But Drummond is a product of UConn. He's always been elite. He's always been that elite rebounding
hmm That
2020.
hard nosed player, that nasty
You know
player that
what I'm
don't get
saying?
that
And
much
he's still
recognition.
that. He's still that. He
hmm
still has that value. So it's like I said, if he goes to Brooklyn, I'm never watching the NBA
Bro,
again.
He's
and
not gonna
he's
go to
young. I
Brooklyn.
think,
He's
but I
not gonna
think
go to
Andre
Brooklyn.
Drummond isn't Andre Drummond
Not
like
now. Now that they got
26?
Blake, I don't think so. But
Yeah, he's not gonna go to Brooklyn. He's definitely gonna go to one of the LA teams, and that's the two teams that really want him right now. I know the Knicks, they threw the Knicks in there, but the Knicks doesn't make sense for him to go there because we have a plethora of bigs, and he's not gonna get playing time
Yeah,
there
bro.
either.
Andre Drummond is
Um,
27. I know
I
he was
think
young. He's 27.
yeah. So I think that it really I could see him going to one of the LA teams, but I could also see him going to somewhere like Miami because Miami, if you move Bam down to the four. Bam could move. Bam could be a four. Bam is a stretch four. They have him in the center position.
I mean, you could play Dre at the 4 too. You could play Drummond at the 4.
I
But
don't
that's
know.
and what I love about the positionless NBA right now, you could literally put five guys out there and they could play any single position as long as you could defend on the other side, and that's what they could do.
Nah,
Bam could defend.
Bam.
He Bam.
Offensively though, Bam, they're gonna clog the hole up with both of them. Bam is not a
Nah, Bam
consistent
could
shooter
stretch the floor,
to
bro.
be
Bam could
stretching.
shoot.
He's not a. You have to be a
Bam could
consistent
shoot.
shooter to stretch the floor. Think
You
about
have
all
to
the
be a
floor stretches,
consistent shooter to stretch the floor. You have to be
bro.
you have to be a shooter. Period. You just have to be able to make a shot to stretch the floor. Think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? Draymond. People know that you could leave Draymond open, right? But the reason why you can't leave Draymond fully open is because one, Draymond could create shots for other people. He reads the floor better than probably anybody in the NBA other than LeBron James. He could read the floor. Bam, you put Bam in the same spot and you make him a Draymond Green. He could defend. Make him a Draymond Green.
Draymond was hitting threes.
What does leaving him open have to do with creating shots for somebody?
Shots. Thank you. That's the question I have too.
The thing is, but look, you leave him open, he can still drive to the hoop. He can still kick. He can still and you're leaving him open. You're leaving him open. You're giving him time to set up for his shot. He can shoot.
That's the only thing he can do. If he's open, that means
then shoot the ball. Exactly. Shoot the ball. What's Bam's 3-point? What's
dropped further back into the paint?
What's Bam's 3-point percentage right now? It's in the 30%. It's probably what, 34%, 35%?
That's bad, bro.
Anything like under 40 is bad, bro. That's not bad for a center.
Bro,
that's not
a
bad
shooter. You talking about a center or a shooter? You 30%, bro. That's bad. Anything under 40 is bad.
That's not
center,
bad.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like you just said, positionless basketball. But you talking about that's not a stretch. A 30% shooter is not a stretch.
That's not a stretch.
Let me do it.
That's not a stretch at all.
So you wouldn't want Bam shooting more threes a game?
No, not at all.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the Heat fan,
bro. I ain't even looking.
I wouldn't. That's not winning basketball. That's not gonna win us games.
That's forcing. Yeah, that's forcing. What you call it?
I don't know. I mean, Spoelstra's a really
almost. You was close though. It's 33%.
33. That's not bad for a center. But
bro,
my thing is like Spoelstra's gonna put him in the right spots though. Spoelstra has a really good, he has a really good offensive mind to put people in spots that they probably wouldn't be in another offense. So I wouldn't I don't know, man. You know what? You know what's another good landing spot for him? That needs a really good center? Boston.
Yeah. I like that.
Center.
I like that. Wasn't he in Boston? No, he wasn't in Boston, right?
Nah, he wasn't in Boston.
Yeah, no, I'm tweaking. But no, I agree with that. I feel like, damn, who we talking about again? I was still stuck on Bam. Oh, Andre Drummond. Yeah, no, I really, I can definitely see him going to the Lakers.
Nah, but he's
LeBron be the most attractive. He makes any team attractive, but he can fill that JaVale McGee role better, or the Dwight Howard role way better. Anthony Davis is a floor stretcher.
I always said that getting Montrez and letting Howard walk was the worst mistake that they did. Howard is a better defender, but he's a better defender. Me and X was just talking about that.
That's a fact.
Like I would have rather the Lakers had kept Howard and not went for Harold. But I mean,
it's not about
do what Lakers gonna do.
Your second unit, your second unit, you really want to score at. Montrez coming off of his 6-man of the year, former Clippers, fuck Trez, we ain't gonna get into that. But former Clipper, he came off of 6-man of the year. He was averaging maybe like 18 or 19 points. That's what you want from a second unit. Your stars can rest and somebody can still take over. You're not really thinking defense. Your second unit. Your second unit is coming.
The Clippers led the second unit points last year.
And the last couple of years.
Yeah, you had Lou Will and Montrez averaging 40 by themselves off the bench.
You talking about three? Lou Will was man of the year 3 times, or was it 2 times?
It was 2 times back to back, but I think he's been 3 times altogether.
And he was the finalist with Trez last year.
Yeah, he was like number 2 and number 3. Yep. Jordan Clarkson was up there too.
That's what I'm saying. The second unit, it's not that you don't care about defense. It's more like you up, let niggas get a break real quick, and then you want to keep the scoring consistent.
Right.
But I could definitely see him going to either or because we need a big man too. Like they have more faith in Zubac than I do.
I don't know. I like Zubac, but Zubac, he's still green, bro. He's still young. He's still trying to come into his body.
He's a baby, bro. He's just a baby. He's not physical enough. He's trying. He's getting better slowly, but we have just a little window. We don't got time for slowly.
I have a small window right now. Okay, moving on from this, let's get on to the All-Star game. Before we get to this All-Star game, because the All-Star game was it was amazing. I don't know if you guys watched it the whole way through. I watched it. It was a good All-Star game. It was good. But before we get to the All-Star game, huh?
What do you want to say, Lil? Go ahead.
I was going to say, before we get to the All-Star game,
I want to
talk about this Quavo, Jack Harlow, 2 Chainz, and Lil Baby. First of all, when I text y'all, I say, yo, bro, I would smoke Lil Baby on the... Yo, Lil Baby, if you ever listen to our podcast and you get to this...
He said after the game, bro, he been left the bullshit alone. I want to see what it feel like.
He never played ball, bro. Yo, he's mad young, but he's like 21,
Bro,
22. He never played ball.
maybe
Yo,
not.
though.
Maybe like 24, 25-ish.
Yo,
Maybe a
bro.
little older.
Yo,
But
bro.
baby, you my guy, bro. I listen to your music all the time. I'm saying you be going crazy with the music, bro. You go crazy with the music. Stay with the music, bro. Stay. You ain't even leave ball alone, bro. The ball left you alone. And
Yo,
I
and the
know
thing
I can
is,
see through it. I can see
and the
through it, bro.
thing
I know it was
is,
all for the check. It's Atlanta, that's your city. It was all for a check.
yo, and the
Because you
thing
was
is,
bringing the
Quavo
crowd
was,
there. Because it was,
and look,
yeah,
and
man.
2 Chainz really bowl in real life, bro. Like them niggas really could bowl.
He
Like
used to play ball. 2 Chainz
who?
used to play
Yeah,
ball.
Baby?
and two
Oh
chains
no,
in college.
no, yeah. I'm saying, yeah, 2 Chainz and Quavo really play ball. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Quavo played
I
football too. He's
don't
an
know
athlete.
if 2 Chainz. I should have just 2 Chainz just like took him on a one-on-one game and just like I don't know if I want to.
Bro,
I don't know if I want you as
bro,
my. I'd rather
they did
comment
a
out there.
they,
Comment a ball, bro.
I don't know where Jack Harlow from, but they from Atlanta. It's an
Jack
Atlanta
Harlow,
thing,
Jack
bro. It
Harlow's
was
from Texas too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, see, it's an Atlanta thing. It was all for a check, bro. All of them from Atlanta. It was an all Atlanta check. This nigga baby was at the free throw line like, he's like, I got hungry, shorty, no shit tell. Hit that, bro. He wasn't there to
Bro, when
ball.
he shot the free throw and hit the backboard, I've
Oh,
never seen.
that wasn't
He
a
shot
dunk contest
the free throw
intro.
and hit the
Yeah.
backboard.
I thought that was the NBA live dunk. I thought it was dunk contest intro. I
Bro,
thought he about to go. Oh damn! He
Nah,
threw up the shot clock. I thought he about to go crazy. I was like, oh, I like this NBA switch. But
yo,
yo, that was
talking about
different,
the
bro.
dunk contest. Do y'all think Obi was robbed, or do you think
Obi
Homeboy
was
was robbed?
robbed, bro. Obi was
Are
robbed,
you,
bro.
are
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
like,
saying that because I'm a Knicks fan? Are you just
Now,
saying that? Are you being sarcastic? Like I gotta.
Obi was
how you
robbed.
being
Nah,
biased
Obi
for
was
him?
robbed. In my
No, no, no.
opinion,
Obi
Obi
was
was
robbed
robbed, bro.
because that whole bullshit kiss the rim. It was a good
He didn't
dunk,
even.
but he didn't kiss the rim
Yeah,
like they were debating.
yeah,
It would have been dope if he kissed the rim.
yeah.
Obi between the legs when the final
Yeah,
dunk was better than it was
Yo,
just
I
better.
don't think.
Obi
Overall
damn
better.
near jumped from the free throw line with the between the legs, bro. Like,
He jumped
Yeah,
from the
it's
half
crazy.
circle, but it was more athletic. It was
yeah.
more,
Yeah,
you know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
more
Like,
I mean,
pizzazz in the air.
I think Obi had the most of athletic. No, I mean, bro, the between the legs reverse
yeah,
jump, the first
Simmons
dunk
jumped
he had,
high.
the second dunk he
Imaginary
jumped over
kiss
his
to the
pops
rim,
and he
but
jumped over
I
Randall.
mean,
I think Obi was definitely robbed. I feel like the dunk contest was a little overwhelming, and I feel like that almost every year because it's hard to create new dunks that's been going on every year. You feel me? I feel like it's a little underwhelming, but he was definitely that kiss the rim thing. I wasn't a fan of it at all. He air kissed the rim. It's like dunking but doing a layup dunk. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah,
cute. It was cute. But I feel like the 3 point contest nowadays is more, unless it's Zach Levine and
nah,
Aaron
yeah,
Gordon. That's
nah.
different.
yeah,
That's
The
different.
three
But
point
outside of them
contest.
two,
I
I feel
like
like
the
3 point
3 point
contest.
contest.
I
The
feel
three
like
point
they
contest, the
better.
way that they have
Let's
it
get
set
into
up
that.
now, especially with the shots over like it's what
old money
34
for
feet
rack,
now.
the
Mhm.
old
35
money
feet,
for
something like
rack.
that. Yeah, I like that. And I already had it in my mind as soon as I seen like Steph was there. I'm like, yo, if Steph don't win this, because everybody
Mhm.
else is not a pure shooter that he was shooting against. It's not like you got Clay out there. You don't even got Dame
You
out there,
sleeping
bro.
on.
Like
Bro, you
if
don't
I
have
had.
to even, but you don't even have to know basketball to see if you see Steph Curry in a 3 point contest.
Mm,
yeah,
You
that's
better
it.
put your
That's
money.
it. That's it.
but I
Yo, bro.
mean,
Yo, now
Glad,
say
I'm
if
glad
Clay was
that
there, if
I'm
Clay was
glad.
there, I would have been a little scared. Like, I don't know who to pick.
Yeah,
but he would.
but
I'm
I'm
saying like Steph.
glad
This
you
Steph.
blow it
That was
away.
Steph's seventh one. Steph
Yeah,
hasn't.
but I'm
Steph
glad
only
you
won a couple of
blow
Nah,
it.
times.
yeah, Steph.
That
Yeah,
came
but I
down to
mean,
the
but the
final
people
shot.
that have beat him are actually like
My
shoot, they
but
shooters.
my sleeper though. My sleeper was my son Zach Levine. That boy is slept on. Zach Levine was my
Zach
sleeper.
Levine, the reason why I didn't have Zach Levine so high is because Zach Levine needs to shoot off the dribble. He's not a catch and shoot guy. He needs to
I
put
I
the ball on the floor and shoot. He
I,
needs to create
I
his own
like that.
shot.
Ah,
That's how he gets off his offense. He's not a catch and
nah,
shoot. You
he does. Kobe White sets him up a
look at
lot.
his advanced metrics. Look at his advanced
Yeah,
metrics and
it's
see how many
I can
catch and shoot he has and see how many actual shots that he creates off the dribble.
I can see why you say that. I can definitely see why you say that. But he has a lot of catch and shoot from Kobe White setting him up and all that. But I can see why you say that. But I feel like also in a game, I don't know. I feel like because they be
Yo,
scared of him blowing past and dunking. That's why they kind of give him the shot with
yeah,
like
they
the
give him a
little
lot of
hezzy
they
and all
give
that
him a
because
lot
they
of
know he have
opportunities.
like. But
Yeah.
I can see why you say that. But he was my sleeper. And Steph, like as godly as Steph is he's like the best game like in game shooter ever. But like
yeah.
that was his seventh 3 point contest.
And
Joe
he only
Harris beat him
two.
out. Like he
Yeah,
been beat out by
but you're saying it's not like he's been beaten by non-shooters, like the people that are that are not
But did you
pure
know? But did
shooters.
you know Joe Harris had the righty like that before the 3-point contest? Because
Yeah,
most people
bro,
didn't.
he was
That
shooting,
put Joe
bro.
Harris on the map.
He had this guy since
Who else?
college, bro.
Who else? I'm trying to think, but most people
Bro,
didn't know that.
didn't
I'm
he
trying to
lead
think
the
who else.
NCAA in 3-point
Yes,
percentage?
at Virginia.
Bro,
At
Who
Virginia,
else?
yeah. Was it?
bro, he's a
I'm trying to think.
beast, bro.
Who else
You
beat
know,
him in all them other ones?
Clay beat him.
Yeah, no, Clay beat him.
I
He was
mean,
in 7.
yo, Clay is Clay is a beast, bro.
They
Clay is the only
them
person.
two.
Bro, he scored 62 points on 2 dribbles. How do you do that?
Clay got the silkiest jump shot I've ever seen,
Bro,
bro.
Clay
It's
has the
crazy.
most smoothest jump shot. Yo, and you know what's
Clay him
crazy though?
himself. He
You know
got the
what's crazy
silkiest.
about Clay's jump shot is that it never changes. It doesn't matter if
Yeah,
somebody's closing out. It doesn't, because Curry will change his jump shot and alter it to get the shot off depending on the angle and where somebody's coming from.
but
Clay
He's
that's a
a
does
taller
not.
thing. It's a
player
taller
too.
thing. When you're taller,
Yeah,
when
but
you're taller,
he's
it's
6'7",
different.
right?
Taller
6'7".
player, but
Clay's like his jump shot his form is mad tight.
Nah,
Like, he
his
just
form is
this
crazy.
cut. Steph, bro, I watched the whole like little fake documentary of science on Steph's jump shot. It was crazy because they say like the power comes from his legs. Because I was wondering like how could you flick your wrist that fast and shoot from that far, but it's all from his legs. He do like a kangaroo hop real quick, and it's crazy. I'm about to watch why I'm letting it fly when the gyms open back up. Even though I'll be letting it fly, now, but it's over, bro. I can't lie,
like
like Steph
Virgil,
is definitely the best shooter
like
ever.
like Virgil.
Steph and Clay.
Anyway,
You got to put Clay in there. You have to put Clay in there.
Clay's
moving
a
on.
super elite shooter. He's a super
Clay
elite shooter.
Clay is the best pure shooter. I would say that Steph is the best shot creating shooter. Can you say
Steph is
that?
the best shooter. Steph is the best shooter.
I
And
don't know,
then
bro. I don't know
Clay's not number
because
2, bro.
when it comes to catch and shoot, nobody could shoot better than Clay, bro.
Bro, Ray
No, but
Allen,
not even
Reggie
Steph.
Miller, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
Clay's a better shooter than
That's
both.
proved. It's proved that they're better.
Yo, bro, 62 points on 2 dribbles.
That was fire.
And the
That was
2
fire.
dribbles he did was
That was
to
fire.
move out the way so he could reset
It was
himself
fire.
and shoot the
I'm not
62
taking
points. 3 quarters,
I'm
bro.
not taking nothing
Yo,
away
bro,
from it.
He dropped what, 30, 37 in 1 quarter?
And like in the first quarter, yeah, something like that. Yeah. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? But Reggie Miller, first of all, Reggie Miller had to play with a whole tougher, more physical defense. Reggie Miller didn't play with the best shooter of all time next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different circumstances.
Ray didn't either.
They proved that they
Ray didn't either.
No, Ray
Ray didn't either. Yeah, nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like they proved this. It's fire. I'm not taking nothing away from him. Clay is different. I missed watching him play basketball.
Yo,
He's
bro,
different.
and can we like finally get rid of that notion that Clay is not a two-way player?
Who said that?
I hear so many people say that. Oh, Clay is not a true two-way player.
Niggas in their mouth, man. Punch
Clay
them in their
is
mouth.
a
They say that.
two-way
Clay
player.
locks up, bro.
Clay locks up, bro. Like, stop playing with my boy. All right,
I heard about the All-Star game.
Moving on to the actual game, bro.
Yeah, let's get to the actual All-Star game. I just want to before you start, I just want to say the two half-court shots, Dave Lillard.
Hold on. Before we get into the actual game, like I just want to know, because I know, it's a draft and everything. You got captains who pick the teams. But how the fuck does LeBron get the team that he's assembled, bro? Like that's wild. Like Dame,
you know what it was? Yeah. It was because KD opted to choose his teammates before he
told me, Jay. That's exactly what it was.
I'm not mad at him getting Kyrie or James, but I'm mad at where he got them at. Like, bro.
Yeah, bro, you wilding, bro. Like, especially if you're not playing, you're not playing.
Yo, so bro, and what was LeBron's first 2 picks was Giannis and Steph, right?
Nah, it was Steph. Yeah, Steph and Giannis.
Giannis and Steph. No, his first pick was Giannis. Then it was Steph. And Steph, yeah. And what was Durant's first 2 picks? Wasn't it Kyrie and Harden?
I think it was Kyrie. No, I think it was Kyrie and I think it might have been Kyrie and Harden back to back. I'm not sure. No. It was somebody else. I'm sure.
That's why, bro. And yo, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. KD was bugging. KD was like, I'm gonna play with my team. Then I'm gonna play with everybody I always wanted to play with. I don't know, bro.
The entire team, because then you got Rudy Gobert.
Nah, that was funny as hell. Rudy was funny as hell because it was Rudy, bro. It was Rudy.
It was Rudy and
there was Spider and Sebastian Sabonis, and it was Bron turn. And KD wasn't playing, so like the last 2 goes to his team. Like the last pick and someone is subbing for his spot. So it was 3 people left, and LeBron basically picks one, and the next 2 go to KD team. LeBron said, "All right, man. Well, mind you, it was Rudy Gobert, Spider, which is Donovan Mitchell, and Sebastian Sabonis." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." So whew, I don't know. We lacking some height in my second unit. We definitely lacking some height. So I'm gonna go with Sebastian Sabonis. Yo, Rudy Gobert is like 7'2". Sebastian Sabonis is like 6'5" or something. Yo, when he said that, bro, I was crying. So then I think Charles Barkley brought it up like, bro, how you need height and you go with Sebastian Sabonis? He said, honestly, bro, no shade. It's like even back in the day when we played video games, nobody played with the Jazz.
Nah, I don't know what he talking about. I played with the
The
Jazz.
Jazz,
Yo,
the
John
Jazz,
Stockton
man.
and fucking and Malone.
Yeah, he said even
That's
with
the
Karl Malone, nobody played the game with the Jazz. Nobody picked the Jazz. That team is
NBA
different,
champ. I
bro.
did. That's the only game. That's the only game
I can't lie, bro. It's like
I'll hold you.
Steph and LeBron had so much fun together. It had me wondering, like,
Yo,
damn.
bro.
I
Yeah,
know
I
they
was
was thinking
There
about what
was,
if we
there
play
was so
together.
many people on
I
Twitter,
was thinking
on
about Steph and
Facebook, like,
LeBron.
yo, Steph needs to go to LA and be with LeBron. I'm like, yo, he's not
No,
leaving
no.
Golden State.
I
I
don't think
was
he's
thinking
leaving.
about Steph and LeBron, but I was also thinking about Steph and Dame. Because
Yo,
Steph
bro,
and Dame,
Steph and Dame, bro. Steph, Dame, and
Yeah, it's
Clay.
different.
Who do you
But they
guard?
going
Who
you
do
know what I'm
you
saying?
guard?
I mean,
but
what
I'm
if
not gonna
Dame,
lie,
Dame,
they cooking
Dame
them.
just said, you know what, I want to go home. Where's home?
That's
Who
a
do you
fact.
guard,
Oakland.
bro?
Oakland.
Who do you
That's a
Oakland.
guard?
fact.
Let me
Who do
go
you
I ain't
guard?
gonna
home.
lie though.
Steph,
They
Dame,
getting
and
cooked
Clay.
though.
Who do you
they
guard?
getting cooked. They getting
Who's
cooked.
getting cooked?
Cause Steph and Dame, they getting cooked.
By who?
Whoever the opposing front backcourt is,
I
they
don't
don't play
care, bro. I don't
defense.
care. I got Steph, Dame,
and
and Clay
Now,
dropping 30 a night, bro.
and and
That's
also Clay, bro. You gotta remember Clay is coming off of these injuries.
I
You
don't care,
banking
bro.
on like prime time
Yo,
Clay.
bro, I just need him to shoot. That's all I need him to do. You
Yeah,
don't
but you
lose.
need him to run to a
While it's
spot.
an
He's a spot
injury,
up shooter.
while it's an injury, you don't lose your shooting ability.
Yeah, but you still got their offense is screen and roll screens and
yeah,
running to your
it's
spot and all that. It's not
constant.
just he's not just sitting there. It's
It's
constant
constant.
moving. That's why I say Steph, he's so elite off ball. He's one of the most elite people I've ever seen, like basketball players I've ever seen without the ball in hand. He's the only player I really paid attention to without the ball in hand. He's a receiver, bro. He's like Wes Welker off
Yeah,
ball.
nah, bro.
His conditioning got to be crazy. He'll run around the same screen 10 times, bro. Be playing 9-9
Fact.
boo boo with the defenders. It's crazy. And then hit it like you tired as hell. Then he get the ball. Then
Ray
he.
Allen was just as good. Ray Allen was just as good as running
Yo,
up screens.
bro,
Just like
bro.
Yep.
All right, can we just talk about that one play with LeBron passing the ball? It was a bad pass, and Steph still like turned around and jacked it at damn near half court
Yeah.
and
Nah, he's different,
switched it.
bro. Him and Dame, they different. And
Bro. And
Steph,
they
Steph
and
was
it was crazy
Dame
because
was
they was
half
both
court.
looking for their half court shots. Like they had to talk about it before game or like during game. They was just like,
Not
yo, I'm
they
jacking
said
at
it. They
half
said
court.
it.
You gotta make
They
it
said
two.
on Twitter. They said on Twitter months ago before the season started. But
for Dame,
Steph wasn't half
Dame that
court.
way, like for him to
Nah,
end,
Steph stepped
got-
inside the
it's
half court.
different, bro.
Dame was actually at half court.
He
They're
stopped at the
different.
line. Dame is different, bro. And he
They're
don't get
different,
no.
bro.
Is
Like
they
I'm
don't
watching the game,
bring.
'cause you know the final score, and that's another thing. I hate that. I mean,
I hate the score,
get the
bro.
whole switch up, but I hate the rules, bro. Like just
Oh,
Yes,
so
play,
yeah,
now when you get to the
just play
fourth
both
quarter,
ways.
it's first the
Yeah,
170
just
and the
play
time
both
yeah.
is
ways.
gone and everything. That shit is trash.
I hate it,
It's like a
but
pickup game.
to go to 170 and then Dame comes, pulls up. They had 164 at the time. Dame pulls from
Mhm.
half court.
I just like how Curry was like bye bye. Like before he even checked it, he was like bye bye.
Like you gotta be different, because I wouldn't do that shit with me and you. Like if it's me and you, we would have to pull up from half court for like 5 straight possessions.
Yo, bro, and I'm not letting you. I'm not
Like-
letting you. And like at the end of the day, like if it's me and you and we're going at it, bro, I'm not letting you pull up from half court to. I'm not letting you jack. I mean, I might.
I'm
Like,
pulling
you
it.
ain't gonna make that shit. Like,
I'm
but I
pulling
mean,
it.
at the end of the day, when you're mad competitive like that, you're not letting that person shoot from half. I don't care. I don't care what
Nobody take that game, bro. Nobody take that game serious. They was losing by like
that game was
like
serious,
20.
but I'm saying like just
Nah, they took it serious at certain points, but they didn't
Yeah,
take it
but it was
serious.
like
the whole game.
it's
'Cause
mad
there was
long.
mad like easy dunks where niggas was moving
Yeah,
out the way. Like,
nobody play offense in the beginning, bro. It's nobody
I
cared
mean,
about
you have
that. They got their money.
what
I
I'm
mean
saying is,
defense, yeah.
what I'm saying is Dame is different because I'm watching the game. I'm like, yo, it's 167. Dame's gonna pull his shit from half court and make it. Like that was in my mind. Like,
I know it. Yep,
but you
I
don't
knew
think
it.
he would do it because you know how hard it is to make a half court shot. Like
Not for them, bro.
I'm saying,
Not for them.
him and Steph,
not
nah,
for them.
that's average range. Look, you see after the game, you saw after the game, PG was like, "That's a good shot." Like I know I said it was a bad shot during the series, but that's a good shot for him.
Dame is nasty, bro. He's proved that range is nothing, bro. And I don't know. It's a science. I'm sure they go to these trainers and all that. It's a science. I'm sure they put their legs into it a little bit more, and it's almost like a regular shot. And then Dame's half court shot, bro. He looked at the line like we be doing with the 3-point line. He looked at the line, and it was wet, wet. No
Regular.
backboard, no rim,
Him and
wet.
Steph, bro.
Nothing
Him
new. He
and
does
Steph.
it in a regular
Him
game.
and Steph, bro.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
get
It's
that
wet.
two together in one team, bro. That has to be the scariest backcourt. And
Yeah,
I
but
mean, it's already scary. Him and Clay, Steph and Clay right now is probably one of the scariest backcourts. But you get Dame and Steph in the backcourt, bro. How do
I
you
don't like that.
stop
That's
that,
whack,
bro?
bro.
How you
By scoring
can't
more than
double
them.
them. And then on top of that, you got
Because
if you
Dame can
teach Dame to run around the screens the way that
Dame
Steph
can
does, and
create
to
as
do
well.
everything.
Dame can really create. He creates off the
And
dribble.
that's the thing with Dame. And Dame's a little bit bigger than Steph. Dame has a lot more hops. Dame could do a lot more than Steph can do. Steph
But
isn't as athletically gifted as Dame is. Dame got her bunnies. Dame can still dunk it on the nigga.
but it ain't. Well, he won't dunk it on somebody. He'll dunk. But Dame that won't work because they
I've seen
both
him
super.
yamming on somebody before.
They're both
Now
super volume scorers.
Yeah,
the
I've
highlights.
seen him yamming on somebody before. He got bunnies,
Dame
bro.
has posters.
He
Yeah,
get dunked,
Dame
man.
got
I don't
bunnies.
remember him doing no post.
It's not like
Dame-
Steph. It's
but
not
it
like
was-
Steph. It's not the baby hops where I could rim graze. No, Dame could cop back and dunk on you, bro.
Yeah, Dame got somebody.
But
He
him
doesn't
and
do
Steph
it
wouldn't work. They
often,
both him and
but
Steph
Dame
is
can
both
do it.
super. They're both super volume shooters. They both be taking like 30 shots a game. How the
But
hell is that gonna
but
work?
the thing is, Steph has to right now. In the
But
past
Steph
year, he
always
wasn't
did.
taking 30 shots a game. He was
But
taking
not
like
with KD. Not with
16 to
KD.
17 shots a
But he
game.
still
Exactly.
takes a lot of shots.
Yeah, but right now he has to take 30 shots a
Yeah.
game.
But
They're
he's
going
still
to-
Steph would always been a volume shooter.
Dame doesn't have to take 30 shots.
But the thing
He
is,
has
Dame has to.
yeah,
That's whose Dame has always been.
but here's the difference between Dame and Steph. Steph doesn't have to always have the ball in his hand to create his shot.
That's
Whereas Dame needs the ball in his hand in order for him to create his shot.
Nah.
It's a big difference.
Sometimes.
Yes,
Not really.
Dame
Him
is
and
not a
McCullough,
catch.
they be playing
Dame
off
is
of
not
each
a
other.
Dame is not a true catch and shooter. He's not. That's not what his offense is built on. His offense is built on having the ball in his hand and creating for himself and for others. Whereas
his
Steph
pick and roll
doesn't have to have the ball in his
That's
hand.
not to say that he
But-
can't do it,
No,
though.
yeah. I'm not saying he
That's not-
can't
you're a
do it.
shooter, bro.
I'm
You're a
saying
shooter,
that
you're a
his
shooter.
offense isn't predicated on it.
and he's been bad. It's been many times in many playoff series. McCullough has been the hot hand. They go with him and McCullough used to ping pong,
Exactly.
and he used to play off of. He plays off of McCullough.
What I'm trying to say is the difference between these two players. Well, I'm not saying that Dame can't do it. Of course, Dame could do it. Any great elite player could do it. LeBron could do it. KD could do it. Any elite player can play off of the ball or play on the ball. What I'm trying to say is his offense isn't built on that. Whereas Steph, he can either have the ball in his hands to thrive, or he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands to thrive. Where you got Draymond creating for others, and Steph is just on here creating havoc, and you don't know where Steph is gonna end up to shoot this ball.
They play the same. They play very similar.
Dame
play very similar.
Dame doesn't do
Steph does more. Steph does
as
more.
off-ball stuff.
Steph, yeah, but that's their system. But Dame does that too. They play pick and roll, high pick, low pick. They play the same.
On the
They do the-
baseline.
Steph he does it differently in all game. Dame doesn't do it all game,
Yo,
but they play very similar.
That double screen, fake out, look, fake pass, go back over the double screen.
Yeah.
That has to be one of the most annoying plays for a
That's
defense.
genius.
Because
Who created Steve Kerr, one of the best shooters of all time, which was on Jordan's team, Mr. Jordan, who did everything by himself when he had the best shooter on the team, the best coach, one of the best big men. We ain't gonna get into Jordan.
give Jordan 100% credit. I give
Bro,
Jordan like 75% credit.
They said a documentary. They started winning once Jordan started passing the ball. That's funny as hell. If LeBron would have been on any of Jordan's team,
he started
they would
winning.
have ran it out. But I ain't gonna get into it.
They started winning because he started trusting his teammates, because he didn't trust his teammates at first, and that's why he wasn't passing.
Him. Phil Jackson said we started winning once he started passing the ball. LeBron would have. Man, I ain't gonna get into Jordan and LeBron, but LeBron would have won more rings than Jordan on that team.
Yo, we did episode where we just talk about our favorite players and why they better than everybody. Because I know you're gonna talk about LeBron. I know Troy either gonna talk about Dwayne Wade or he gonna I'm gonna say yeah, we talk about Kobe and Melo. Like, I'm of course I'm gonna bring up D Rose. Rose is still I don't care what nobody says. D Rose, without injuries, he would be the best point guard ever.
Mm-hmm.
D
Greg
Rose is
Oden would have
different.
been Greg Oden would have been the best big man without injuries ever.
I don't know about that.
Greg Oden?
All right. Yep.
Yeah. Greg Oden
Without
was,
injuries, we talk without injuries, right? We can say whatever
He
we
would have
want
been better
without
than
injuries.
Shaq without injuries.
Yes. Yep.
yes. Yes.
Without
Greg
injuries, we can say anything.
different, bro.
Once
Greg
you say
Oden was
without injuries, once you say without injuries, you can just say anything. It don't matter. Without
No, that's
injuries.
a
Yep.
fact. That's a fact.
Without injuries, I'd have been in the league without injuries. Because I used to have this headache all the time, so I probably couldn't even get to the league without injuries. I'd have been there.
When you
Yeah, right. Y'all didn't know this, but I could have been to the league, but I got
Look, we get to the end of our episode. Yo, sorry we had y'all waiting extra weeks. We're gonna be more consistent. We promise we will be here every single week.
Don't make no promises, bro. Don't make no promises. It was last week.
Nah, it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
It don't matter, bro. We ain't making no promises,
Either
man.
way,
Just know we here to stay.
We're gonna be more consistent. We're gonna be more consistent. Yeah, we had a bye week. We're gonna be more consistent.
Some
But
podcasts
yeah,
is every other week.
thank you guys. Thank you
Man,
guys.
just know we here to stay, bro. Just know we here to stay.
Yeah,
3 Amibros, episode dose. We here, baby.
Yo, thank you guys so much for joining.
MTV, get out.
Please go ahead if you guys haven't already. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and please leave some comments. If you have any comments that you want to leave about any of your favorite players or anything that you would like us to discuss in one of our episodes, please be sure to DM us. All right.
All your favorite co-hosts.
Send those comments.
All that. MTV, Cribs, get out of here.